Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Gotta get rid of the stars. Unfiltered. Definitely gotta get rid of the stars. It covers my fucking face. Oh, damn it. Let's push it back a little bit. Oh, not too back, because you won't see. All right. I think you can see me better. All right, there we go. Definitely get rid of the stars. Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to Savaged Unfiltered, guys. We got an interesting episode today, guys. Does everybody love Amtrak? I love Amtrak. It seems like our president, Joe Biden, he loves Amtrak too, because if you go back maybe like last year or the year before that, I remember a similar story where he used to take the Amtrak from Wilmington, Delaware, to his grandpappy's house somewhere on the eastern part of Delaware or Maryland, and he would use this Amtrak like several times. Well, guys, I like Amtrak, but I don't like Amtrak when the services are not what they're supposed to be. Now, guys, I was on an Amtrak not too long ago, quite recently. I took this Amtrak from Orlando up to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, I went up there because I had some business to take care of and everything else, and I'm constantly traveling, and that's what's great about, being your own boss, your entrepreneur, and, you run a production and, through your podcasting and all that great stuff. That's what's great about it. You work for yourself. You don't work for, the man, so to speak. So, I'm on this Amtrak, guys. The first 30 minutes was great. It was the first 30 minutes was great. Loved it. But then after 30 minutes, we're getting through Winter Park. We're getting through like the upper northern areas of Orlando, because Orlando's huge. It covers like fucking 250 square miles, a big ass area. A lot of swamps, but towards the south and middle towards the northern of Orlando, a lot of swamps. But I'm gonna get there in a minute, guys. But you got to hear this story. Crazy story, guys. Got more on this right. Don't touch the dial.
Savaged. This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
There we go again. More technical problems. We live in the 21st century.
Savaged Unfiltered.
Under. The only reason I know this is because I lived under tyranny. I lived.
Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking.
Your host, Michael Gardner.
Proper fashion at the proper time.
Like a Hellcat.
Hey guys, we made it. Hey guys, what is going on? How's your week? Oh, my week was good. Had a crazy trip, which I'm going to get into, guys. Obviously, if you see the episode before we did the intro and all that nice, Savaged Unfiltered, and me cussing off Clueless Nation, and Joseph saying, once a fascicrat, always a fascicrat. Guys, I got a trip on the Amtrak. I want to get Joseph's insight before we go, because now it's the 30 minutes have gone through with this Amtrak ride, guys, up to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I'm sure Joseph's got some crazy stuff here. Joseph, buddy, what's up?
Yeah, I like the concept of Amtrak. And
I do too, Joseph, but when it goes into a hellacious ride, I don't like it either.
Yeah. Well, that's like an airline too. So, I mean, but I used to ride Amtrak from Detroit to the Chicago suburbs on occasion. But Amtrak must be privatized. This subsidizing every ticket from the taxpayer has got to end. Now, obviously, if privatized, some of the heavier traffic lines would, of course, subsidize some of the less traffic lines. And sorry, some of the lines would indeed go away. That's just the fact of life. That's how a business that actually operates efficiently has to operate. And it's the same thing with the post office. It's got to be privatized. It's got to be a company and take a former FedEx or UPS, COO, put them in charge to bring in efficiencies and get the place running like it's supposed to run. Not like a government. All these government operations, they are just government jobs for their friends, their families, their cronies.
But Joseph, you got it. Joseph carried them. Listen, Joseph, you got to hear what the hell. I mean, a lot of people when they think Amtrak, they only use Amtrak like last minute, last resort. Because the prices are so fucking high. I mean, I can tell you, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was thinking of like scenery and, maybe I would see some nice birdies or, like deer or something or, wildlife on the side of the rails or something. I did see wildlife. I seen some dead coyotes and stuff. I probably got killed by one of the fucking trains. But the 30-minute mark, Joseph, we're like passing Winter Park. And the women, what the hell you call them? On flights, you call them like flight attendants. You call them like stewardess or something, right? On a train?
Right.
Yeah. She comes up and she's like, "Sir, would you like a beverage?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you have?" I've been on Amtrak, but it's been a while. I think my first Amtrak ride was like in the mid '90s. I was a child then. But I was like, what do you have? Alcoholic products, regular Pepsi, whatever, water. And she's like, well, we have beer and this and that. I was like, well, how much is a beer? And she's like, well, do you want domestic or do you want foreign? I was like, well, we're going to go with domestic, And she's like, well, I'm just letting you know, sir, we only have two choices. We have either Bud Light or we have Miller Lite.
I knew exactly where you were going.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'll take the Miller Lite. I'll take the Miller Lite. And she's like, oh, we're very low on the Miller Lite, but we got plenty of Bud Light. I was like, of course you do.
Of course you do. Now, the first thing that's shocking to me out of this is that there was a stewardess.
Yeah.
Now, normally, unlike a plane where they want you staying in your seat, therefore, the attendants come up and down and service the customer. Amtrak, every Amtrak I've ever been on, it's, you get up and go to the bar or eatery car, the diner car, right? And get your food or beverage there. That's, again, then another example of government inefficiency. You don't need a stewardess on an Amtrak. Let people just go to the stupid, I lost the term again, but the diner car. There's no reason people can't come and go and get their own stuff on a train going, 30 miles an hour, as opposed to hundreds of miles an hour, 30,000 feet up in the air where you don't want people roaming around.
It was that part, Joseph, but the part of it was like, basically she was telling me, she's like, sir, I'm just letting you know, we only have like 4 Miller Lights left. I was like, great, I'll take one.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to another Savage Unfiltered. Thank you, Leroy L. At J.Lenard Detroit. Absolutely true. How the parents raise the child will determine the child's success. Absolutely true.
All right, we have some breaking news at this hour. Longtime Fox News host Tucker Carlson, we have now learned, is going to be leaving the Fox News network. Fox News has released a statement making this official at this hour. Fox News, and this is a quote, media and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways. The company goes on to say, we thank him for his service to the network as a host and also prior to that as a Fox News contributor. Mr. Carlson's last program was on Friday, April 21st, so this past Friday.
Then we had comedian Sadia Carone stopping by the show. And then woke Disney, guys, beginning to fire more people. What the hell is going on? Woke Disney World losing their fucking minds, guys. Holy shit.
That's a traditional
Savaged, unfiltered.
Straight white male and, pretty formal, so to speak, I guess, in the bedroom. Only a little adventurous. But I like double entendre jokes. I mean, so I can make the jokes, but I don't like to get too raunchy, though. I do have a reputation to maintain.
But you got to remember, Joseph, this was a woman. I mean, she's also a porn star. Like, she does adult films and everything. And as a porn star, she has limits. Like, we were trying to see what her limits were, because usually every woman or guy has a limit.
Right.
And we were like, well, what don't you do? And she's like, well, I don't do, what'd she say, Joseph? She doesn't do threesomes, right?
She doesn't do strange dick. No
strange
orgies.
dick.
She's gotta have a 5-minute interview to get to know our dick. No strange dick.
Okay, well, I tell guys, no animals, no kids, and no third person. Like that, those are my rules.
Yeah, I ran that through my buddy Bob over there on Static Radio, and Bob was like, wait a minute, we actually have to sit down like in a green room type session with her before like there's like the actual like set or whatever she's doing. Like she has her own podcast. Everybody has fucking podcasts now. I mean, shit, fucking porn stars have podcasts right now. And if I wanted to go on her podcast, Michael, I would have to like talk to her about certain things. Like it seems like she doesn't want to sit down. I mean, she's not one of these women that she just goes along and just wings it. No, you have to sit down with her and obviously, interview.
So she has some idea of like what's coming, as it were.
Pretty much, yeah.
But yeah.
Pretty much.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. The double entendre there. That is exactly what I'm referring to. But I want to get the double entendre. I love those jokes. And I use
Joseph, hold on.
double.
Yeah, hold that thought. I gotta get a break in. Shaky screaming in my ear. I gotta get a break.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Keep it savage. I'm out of here. Till next time.
You came alone. What was the plan?
To kill all of you and then to leave.
And now, with all our guns out?
I'll manage.
You're the fastest 65-year white guy on the planet.
I guess I'm done.
You are officially retired.
How are you gonna spend your golden years, huh?
Dad!
Schatzel!
Oh, I missed you.
Now, since I'm retired, I'm gonna win my wife back. What's gonna stop us?
15-year-old divorce papers?
She doesn't love you anymore? Luke, can I talk to you for a minute? We're gonna lose an operative. Codename's Panda.
I'm retired.
You zip in, extract Panda, grab the WMD, zip on out.
Holy shit. My daughter's in the CIA.
What the f*** in this place?
Dollar in the swear jar.
I know where the WMD's stored, so follow me or get out of my way.
She clearly has daddy issues.
He treats me like a child.
Alcohol, cigarettes, and the garish lipstick.
That's not lipstick. Oh my god.
It's vibrating, my god.
Kill me now.
Take your daughter to work day is going well.
Emma!
I'm okay, just take him out.
That was her by all. Lean on!
What?
I've learned a ton from working with my dad. How he leads the team, how he keeps his cool, how to slit a man's throat vertically so he bleeds out faster.
Mm-hmm. They got more issues than Sports Illustrated.
Everyone in the van, now!
That was on me.
This is totally... You should end the marriage before you...
Do you think I'm a virgin?
Well, let me think what I want to think.
Oh my God, I'm 28.
And she's like, "Are you sure, sir? We can give you a Bud Light because it seems like you're going to drink a lot more."
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Your reputation preceded you. Yeah, your reputation preceded you.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, listen, I was like, here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal, okay? You only have 4, okay? Guys, yeah, I'm a little fired up on this issue. I still am. You only have 4 fucking Miller Lights left, okay? Give me a Miller Light. And she's like, well, let me go make sure I have 4.
Huh? Who cares? Do you got one?
I was like,
I'm only buying one at a time. One
I was
right
like,
now, but yeah.
You just told me. I was like, you just told me you had 4 Miller Lights. And she's like, well, I want to make sure I have 4. I was like, what are we in fucking high school or something, or elementary school? Do you have the 4 or not? And she's like, why are you getting so excited, sir? I was like, oh, I'm sorry. You're triggered. Yeah. Joseph, she was like 24 years old. You know how they get. They get very easily triggered and everything.
Yeah,
and she's like, don't yell at me, sir. Don't yell at me. I'm like, oh, God, this is going to be a long fucking train ride. I'm thinking to myself. and she's like, well, our next stop is Jacksonville. And we have a 45-minute layover in Jacksonville, and that's where we have like a little mini like warehouse where we can like re-up our stock and everything. I was like, well, you better make sure you get more Miller Lights in fucking Jacksonville. You got plenty of Bud Light. I can imagine why you got Bud Light. She's like, yeah, they're not selling. I don't know why. I was like,
yeah, she's right.
Fuck, you under a rock or something?
Don't know, right?
You don't know what the hell's going on?
That's the whole problem with these younger people in their early 20s now. A study just came out the other day. They just discussed it on the Gutfeld show last night.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, right. The Gen Z. I mean, they're lazy and entitled, and it's from the schools. They're taught you're special, you're a victim, you're entitled. Everybody owes you something, so the minute you get out of high school or college, you should be CEO of a company.
Yeah.
You don't know anything, and don't know you don't know anything, but it's all esteem over substance. They don't know a damn thing, but damn, they're high on themselves.
Oh, yeah. She was like, all right, sir, we don't have any Miller Lite. She comes back finally, after I'm having a fucking conversation with this woman. I'm literally, she's becoming my new friend or something, where she's supposed to like serve me food and drinks and stuff like that.
Were you the only person in the car?
No, there was three others in the same car. You know, the whole train. I mean, literally, if you go on Amtrak, folks, you know they'll tell you how much like availability they have. They have like a little train icon there when you go to book your tickets. They'll say like 20% full, 30% full. You can check it out, guys. Well, the train was actually like only 5% full when I was booking it, and it stayed 5% obviously even when I went onto the train. There was 3 people in that train. The other 3 or 4 trains other than that, there was one I noticed in one train and like another in each other train. There was probably only like 6 or 8 of us in the entire fucking Amtrak train.
Yeah.
You know, I
that
mean,
the entire trip probably was a major net loss. And again, proves my point about privatization. And no need to have a stewardess on a line with such low customers when the people can easily get off their butts themselves, go to the diner car, and get food or beverage if they want it, rather than trying to have somebody out there trying to hype sales that are never going to make up for the payroll on this trip.
Yeah. Hold that thought, guys. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back after these words. I'm going to finish up this episode with the Amtrak, guys.
You got me some type of way. Ain't used to feeling this way. I do not know what to say. But I know I shouldn't think about it. So one fucking look at your face. Now I wanna know how you taste. Usually don't give it away. But you know I'm already thinking about it. Then I realize she's right there.
Hungry or thirsty? Mouth-watering food and fresh flavors in every bite. Tender blackened chicken, Italian-style renegade pasta, battalion platter. Our exclusive Fat Man Pizza is the bomb. Come try it today at Bombshells. Let the good times roll.
Well, yes.
When you join IHop's rewards program, the International Bank of Pancakes, and start stacking pan coins toward free food, you get a smile on your plate. Download the app and join the rewards program today.
Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. We're going to close this episode out here with the Amtrak ride from hell. It was a ride from hell, guys. It was crazy. It was chaotic. I was dealing with a liberal leftist fascistocrat goon that's easily triggered about everything. I guess she Joseph, I guess she was taught the word right when she was a child, and she never knew the word no, because that's what it seemed like. No, I don't want a Bud Light. I want a fucking Miller Lite. I don't want that queer beer shit. Give me a real man's beer. I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
Of course you have fucking cases probably in the other room. No one wants that garbage.
Well, first, though, that Rachel's ad was hot. I got to come down there to go to Rachel's.
So, anyways.
For the steak. That steak looked really good that there was in that ad. I'd rather have them drag a steak across the coals and serve me that than to be drug across the coals by the young girls trying to, lift money out of my pocket. The steak looked really good. At age 60, that's just kind of where I am. I'm much more interested in the steak.
Shitty shit. Anyway, guys. So, the Amtrak ride from hell. That's what I'm calling it. Joseph, we finally get to Jacksonville. Great. No fucking problems. I guess there was a shift change or something. The woman literally came off the train. She's not on the train anymore. The same stewardess. She's not. She's done for the day. I'm like, thank you fucking God. I get another one that comes on. Beautiful. Maybe mid-30s. And she's like, sir, you look like you had a very hard day. I was like, yeah, you think? I had to deal with one of your woke triggered employees. And she's like, sir, what can I do for you that can make your day a lot brighter? I was like, can I have a fucking beer, please? A Miller Lite. That's all I want is one Miller Lite. She's like, no food? I was like, no, I ate in Orlando. I'm good. I ate, literally, I'm good. My stomach is all right. I'll be all right until we get to Myrtle Beach. It's only like a 6 or 6.5 hour, train ride. But I was like, just give me a Miller Lite. I'll be fine. She's like, okay, I think we have them. I was like, I hope so. I was told the last time you only have Bud Light. I don't want that queer shit. I want a real man's beer. And she's like, okay, I'll go back and I'll see if we have it. I was like, please. I know you just restocked. We've been here for 45 minutes. I know you got a fucking beer. She goes back and she's like, oh, sir, we have plenty of Miller Lite. Thank you, God, I said. Joseph, she didn't even charge me for it.
Oh, whoa.
No, she basically comped it for me. I was expecting that they were going to give it to me for free because of the whole ordeal that I was put through by this idiot. But she's like, yeah.
Well, that's the whole, again, the younger. I don't have a similar story, but a similar frustration that we run into with these young people. I have two of them, actually. One time at a Wendy's restaurant, right? I'm standing there. $3.80, whatever, for a burger, right? The power goes out, so the register goes down. It's like, just count back the change. And it's the same thing with a local A&W. I'll never forget her name, Tori.
Tori,
Tori. But, again, because we don't teach reading, writing, arithmetic, history, the core R's anymore. Yeah. She was clueless. I mean, you could get an order for $5. Yeah. Give her a $10 bill, and she would still need her solar power calculator to figure out the change. I mean, oh my God. How do you people even
Joseph,
without injuring yourself?
Joseph, they don't know how to make change. It's the problem with this generation today. Literally. I see that all the time. Producer Shaky, I'm back and forth. You know me, Joseph. I'm back and forth from Orlando to Tampa, Florida, from my studio here and then from Shaky's studio. We see it all the time. I mean, these individuals. I mean, there's no work ethic anymore in the United States, or at least I see it. No work ethic. Where did the work ethic go?
Yep.
They know how to do this all the time, or this all the time. They know how to do that, but they don't know how to make change. They don't know how to work. They don't want to work. If they do work, they complain. Oh, what time is it? I just told you what time it is. That the time hasn't changed in the last minute. It's now a minute later. I mean,
It's like the Budweiser situation, right? Who got them in this boatload of trouble? A recent idiot university bachelor of business who had zero understanding of real business in the real world, who was given a job that didn't deserve it, made a dumb decision, and someone didn't check her work before it happened, or clueless, somebody clueless. And these people think I deserve the CEO job because I got this worthless degree from a worthless university.
You're absolutely right. I'm going to close this episode out here because we have to make room for, obviously, another guest. But, there was an event that I'm going to be speaking at here. Guys, I got to make an announcement. And I also want to thank our new friend, too, because she's been recommending this show. And I really want to thank, Sadia Caron. Thank you. I know you listen to the show. Hat tip to you. You know me with the hat tips, Joseph. Irish and, Irish. I always say I'm Irish. I think I'm Irish. But I'm Scottish and half Italian. I think there's Irish in there, too. But I always give that hat tip where it's appreciated. Sadia, thank you very much. Recommending the show to everybody. Please get the word out. We really appreciate it. But Joseph, I'm actually going to be on a TEDx. Actually, I didn't even think they were going to accept me, but yeah, there's a TEDx coming up here in Florida. Actually, 3 of them. There's going to be one in Miami, one over near the Space Coast over by Cape Canaveral. And I'm going to be attending a TEDx. I'm actually one of the speakers, so that's really cool. I'm going to be nervous as shit, but I think I'll be able to manage. But
I didn't get invited to a TEDx, but I got invited to a Jim Y.
Oh. Oh, right over the head, yeah. Right, I was applauding Joseph. I'm like, what the hell? Right over the head, God. So,
me, I can't pass the bad pun. And
we can't pass the bad pun. Joseph, I got to make one more announcement as we close out this episode. What do you think of this show that we're going to be going on with Static Radio with Bob and Miles up there in the Midwest? Bob lives in where the hell is he? I know Miles lives in Chicago. I forgot. I think he's like somewhere like Ohio or something. But anyway, what's your comments on that, man?
Yeah, looking forward to that. It'll, bring the podcast to terrestrial briefly.
Yeah. Well, we got to be careful when we go on terrestrial. Jacksonville 104 The Block, and then
which is why
Tampa Talk Radio,
I always tried to avoid getting in the habit of being unfiltered on your show, but then I started doing it more and more, so now I do have to be careful.
My old buddies up there in New York City, when I was on terrestrial all those years back, they're like, do you ever miss terrestrial, Mike? I was like, no, I don't. I love expressing myself without a script. It's the greatest feeling in the world. I literally, guys, if you view us here on Rumble or if you view us on Spotify or iHeart, there goes the Irish, I think. I know I have Irish. If you view us in those platforms, obviously guys, I'm not reading off of a script. It's coming right from the heart, So, yeah. No, Joseph. I don't like scripted stuff. I do not miss terrestrial radio. But it's great that terrestrial radio is picking up the show there in Jacksonville and Tampa. Love that.
Yeah.
But we got to behave, Joseph. We can't say any cuss words.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
Or the FCC is going to fine us, and we're not going to have a show. On terrestrial.
It's not like we won't be scripted there either, but we will have to self-censor ourselves a little degree.
Yeah. Guys, thanks very much. Remember, keep it savaged, and till next time, we'll see you later.